The Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro will go down as the best-selling Pixel device of all time. What's up everybody, this is Scott. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am talking about the record-shattering Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro. That's right, in the latest call from Google, from the earnings call, they specifically mentioned that the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro shattered all of these records as it related to Pixel sales. And that's probably because, well, for a variety of reasons, but one of the main reasons is the fact that they started talking about it from a marketing perspective. So needless to say that when you sit down and you put a marketing budget around a phone that is absolutely astonishing, people are going to tend to buy it. With the Pixel 6, you're getting a 6.4-inch display, 50-megapixel camera, 8 gigs of RAM, and 4,600 milliamp hour batteries out of the goodness of a $599 device, which in front of all these carriers and doing carrier deals, because in the last quarter they started to do carrier deals where you could get a Pixel 6 essentially for free by trading in an older device. And again, it goes back to now there's even more pixels in the hands of others. When I was at CES, I actually saw more pixels in the wild than I had ever seen before by individuals that were not, for me, known as being techies. Because I always hear the fact that the Pixels line just made for the techies. It's not made for the average consumer. Needless to say, there was a lot more average consumers that I have talked to recently that have talked about the Pixel 6 and if it's a good device. They're asking me for feedback on, should I get a Pixel 6? I'm coming from an iPhone. Now, coming from an iPhone and going to a Pixel 6 or a Pixel 6 Pro is going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but you're effectively getting Google's version of an iPhone, which people are starting to call boring. I am one of those people. I mentioned it on my live show. But the sheer fact of the Pixel 6 just working is starting to showcase in the fact that they're shattering quarterly sales records. Now, I think Google needs to keep continuing to put down the pedal to the metal, so to speak, by offering, again, those continuous deals as it relates to carriers, trying to offer deals for trade-in values and things of that nature, and still continuing to market. When I am on Twitter, I see Golden State Warriors Steph Curry constantly talking about the Pixel 6 Pro and how he takes pictures and everything like that. So they have got to continuously get that in front of others as they're relating to keep the quarterly sales records going. Now, if you want to step it up to the Google Pixel 6 Pro model, in the 6.71-inch display, comes with, again, another 50-megapixel camera, but comes with a third telephoto lens, comes in at 12 gigabytes of RAM and a little over 5,000 milliamp hour batteries. For the goodness of an all-day battery life on it, you can step up to that for $899. Now, in comparison to what Samsung's coming out with at a $799, $899, and $900 and beyond, from a flagship perspective, the cheapest iPhone that you can get right now that's not the mini is $799, but it comes with one less camera lens as compared to the triple camera lens of the Google Pixel 6 Pro. So Google priced these things right, and it's finally starting to showcase the fact that they have this phone that is absolutely phenomenal. They have the pair of phones that are absolutely phenomenal, and they're starting to shatter all of these records. So I think finally it is easy to say Google has created some sort of secret sauce, and now they're finally starting to sell these potential phones and pick up market share. I am anticipating the market share going from the measly 1% that they have now to somewhere in the vicinity of 4.5, or 5% of the market share, which again, they're not going to catch Samsung and iPhone right away. We have to remember this is still only a 6th generation Google device in the very first generation where they have their own silicon in it. So they are still very, very new. They're roughly half of the age in terms of an iPhone when they're starting to do their own thing if you don't count the Nexus line. And they're several generations behind what Samsung's been able to do with the S22 and beyond from an Ultra perspective. So in spite of everything from environmental effects, getting the pieces and parts to put the phones together, from bizarre issues as it relates to the December update, to the January update where it fixed a lot of bugs, to all-time sales records because they finally started talking about a device, you are looking at, right here, the greatest selling Pixel of all time. So that's it. That's all I have. Just wanted to make a quick video about it. Google has finally picked themselves a winner, and I cannot wait to see what they've done with the Pixel 6a, the 7, and beyond. So that's it. That's all I have. Thanks for watching, and as always, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment below. We'll see you next time.